Hello, welcome to Pandora's Box. Today I will rank the top 10 cards of Pokemon Battle Styles according to concept and quality of illustration. Battle Styles is a much bigger set compared to Champion's Path, and this meant that I had a lot more cards to choose from. I had no problem choosing the top 10. They were all included based on their own merits. There's no winner by default here. So here is my top 10 list of the most beautiful cards in Pokemon Battle Styles. At number 10, I have Entei by Kodama. So I've seen cartoons where this Pokemon looks sometimes funny, sometimes friendly, sometimes he just looks outright lost, even though he's a legendary Pokemon. But here he looks majestic, and then which really belies his status of really being a legendary Pokemon. And here, right, look at all the energy aura surrounding him, right? It looks like he's going Super Saiyan. The red color one is what? I think it's Super Saiyan God or something. Is it Ultra Instinct? Maybe he's going Ultra Instinct. Next up at number 9 is Cacturne from Tomokazu Komiya. Wow, my Japanese is really good. This art has a 19th century kind of Van Gogh feel to it. It's definitely different from the usual Pokemon cards that we see, but of course this is no Starry Night, but it does deserve to be at number 9. At number 8 is Octillery by Souichirou Gunjima. The artist's name sounds a little bit vulgar, I mean in Chinese. This picture made me realize, right, Octillery is the favorite Pokemon I didn't know I had. I don't know, man, does this sentence even make sense? But nevertheless, this art made Octillery so cool. And the shading on the background and the Pokemon itself is a little bit rough, but rough in a good way. At number 7, I have Spearow by Sekio. I really like the use of watercoloring on Pokemon cards. And if I had to choose a style, right, I think watercolors, right, really bring out the feel of Pokemon as an IP. The background cottage you see and the trees and the subtle loss of details, right, really show the distance between the Pokemon and the background. But the only flaw here, right, is the white outline on Spearow itself, which sort of tell me that there are different pictures and the Pokemon is like digitally cut and pasted on top. At number 6, I have Marowak by Narumi Sato. Wow, this Pokemon has the most tragic backstory in all of Pokemon history. This is watercolor. I love the use of watercolor, and this is 2 in a row already. And look at the way the feet creates a ripple and distorts the reflection of the Pokemon on the puddle of water on the ground. And this can easily fight for number 1 in a set like Champion's Path. And this really tells us how good the quality of the cards here are. And number 5 is Kingdra by Kawayoo. Probably Korean, I don't know. This looks like watercolors as well, which makes it 3 in a row for watercolors. Yay! Unlike the previous 2, this painting is much more saturated. This card is actually like 95% blue, but the artist is able to use the different shades of blue, right, to paint a completely coherent picture. The shading and lines on this card is very, very bold, and this suits its strong color saturation very well. Moving on to number 8, I have Pignite by Tetsuya Koizumi. This art style reminds me of, those Japanese cartoons in the 1990s. Something like Doraemon. I think I'll call this kind of art style Doraemon style from now on. And I like illustrations, right, that give the Pokemon's context and characters and personalities, and this card does exactly that. You see all the empty plates and how Pignite is like huffing like he has overeaten like that. It actually reminds me a little bit of myself actually. At number 3, I have Boltund by Chibi. And if the previous card is a Doraemon style, this is like Evangelion style by comparison. You look at the incredible details. The art is incredible even if you take out Boltund and leave just the background itself. And the Pokemon itself is very, very well drawn. And I can tell that this is definitely not superimposed. And cards like this, I think, can give Wizards, right, a run for its money. And number 2 is Tyranitar V by Hyugonosuke. And this is an extension of the number 4 card, Pignite. You can see Pignite at the back of the tree in the background. This is actually drawn in Doraemon style as well, but it's a little bit different from Pignite in that the lines are a little bit softer. I really, really like this because this is an extended art and there's much more real estate for the picture here. Now, when I buy all these cards, right, I want to see more picture, not text boxes or borders. And apparently, right, this is also the big chase cards for Battle Styles, this particular extension. This is the chase card, not the fancy super rainbow, VMAXs and all this. I'm not too sure why, but I think definitely this is more deserving for being a chase card than all those like super rainbow VMAXs. Before I review the number 1 card of Battle Styles, let's look at some honorable mentions. I definitely have no trouble filling up the top 10 here, and in fact, right, I do have quite a number of contenders, right, which had to settle for being an honorable mention. My first honorable mention is Mopeko by NC Empire. Evil Pikachu is here on the basis of his very distinct art style. The next honorable mention is Yamper by Sui. Look at the little doggy here, super cute. It looks like it wants to play fetch with a Pokeball. And this is also the winner for my Cutest Critter Award. The next honorable mention is Sizzly by Yuka Mori. So this is the toy card of the set. And I like to put all the toy cards here, right? Because I don't know how to evaluate them. And are all the toy cards from Yuka Mori? The next honorable mention is Grumpig by Tomokazu Komiya. Do I see another Van Gogh? I mean, the joke's on me, right, if the artist turns out to be a 3-year-old. Honorable mention number 5 is Spearow by Yu Nishido. And this is here because she is the winner of the Best Waifu Award. I love it when a girl pulls back her hair like that, and my body is sending me very weird signals right now. The last honorable mention is Yoshifu V by Ryota Murayama. And how can a set, right, that's centered around Yoshifu not have Yoshifu mentioned as one of the top cards? And this is the best one out of the 50 different variants here. Before I review the number 1 card for Battle Styles, please remember to like and subscribe to Pandora's Box and turn on the notification button. I post new videos daily, so please remember to check back for more content like this. Finally, at number 1, I have Empoleon V by Chibi. So I mentioned that Boltund at number 3 was like Evangelion. If that was Evangelion, right, this is Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time. This card is so packed with details that I can barely see the rainforest and waterfall at the back. And we've got 3 Pokemons here, Empoleon, Manxiao, and Phalanx, and all have incredible character. And the card has got very great context, which shows the Pokemon training in the sanctuary of a waterfall like a Chinese kung fu movie. And I've talked so much already and haven't even touched on the quality of the artwork yet. Chibi is now officially my favorite Pokemon artist, and all this goodness, right, is packed into an extended art card. And I mean, seriously, right, just pause the video and look at the card for 5 minutes and really appreciate the card. Appreciate the art here. This card can actually fight for number 1 in most Magic sets. This is my list for the top 10 cards in Battle Styles. I'm an outsider when it comes to Pokemon, but this is really growing on me. And it's 100% right. This set is 100% more representative of Pokemon as an IP than Champion's Path. Please let me know if you agree, and if you like what you see, please visit my channels for more box openings, set reviews, top 10s, and content curated for nerds in general. See you in the next video. Bye bye!